Welcome to Living the Dream Iowa Life. I'm your host, Hannah Nuss, and each weekday we'll share enthusiasm for what's possible and dive into the stories of Iowans living their dream lives right here in the heartland. Whether you're chasing a big goal or just looking for a little inspiration, we've got you covered. Let's change the world together. This is Living the Dream Iowa Life. Let's go. Hey, welcome to Living the Dream Iowa Life podcast. I'm your host, Hannah Nuss, and we are living it. And today we are talking about something very exciting because we are just going to dive into what are the things you are loving right now. Oh, yum. What a great topic to be exploring. I really can't wait to dive into this one because, what am I loving? And it has actually changed so much. And I wish that I had the book. Come on. Because my list of things that I am loving right now have stayed pretty consistent. They aren't as variable as they used to be when shopping was one of my kind of core addictions, where I was just replacing everything that I had. Now I have very strong feelings for the things that I have, and I have them for a very specific reason. And it is a long process for me to get to purchase typically. Typically I'm keeping it in my cart for about a year, thinking about it, stewing it over, thinking about where it fits, what it replaces, how much good it would do, if it would do any good at all. Even when it comes down to Tupperware, right? The intention behind those purchases, so very important for me. So I am loving, what am I loving most right now? I am loving my camera, which I got for my birthday. I have it right here. So it's a digital mirrorless. It's lovely. I got a couple of different lenses for it too. It's small and I just love the way that it fits in my hand. I love the look of it, the size of it. I love everything about it. I looked at a lot of different options when it comes to mirrorless, and this one was my fave. And it is an Olympus pen, which they don't actually make anymore. But you can find them used, and I like to find things used. I love something already broken in, not literally, but sometimes. I like new things, but man, I love a good seasoned thing as well. So found this camera, loving that it just takes photos and then instantly kind of transfers over to my phone where I can utilize it for any of the work that I'm doing on socials and in life. I love not having to have my phone, most to not have that distraction from presence, because typically if I am taking photos, I want to be present and I want to be there. And if I'm taking a photo and someone texts me, I know I don't want to answer. I know. And I could put on do not disturb, but any notification, any opportunity for it to be in my hand, anytime that everybody else is tapping out and tapping into their phone, is like, oh, I want to do that too. I should do that too. It's vicious. So keeping my phone out of my hand, especially when I want to be present. One of the issues with that I described to my husband was like, well, I want to do that, but, I love taking photos and videos. What would I do if I didn't have my phone? Oh, what would I do? And it's like, well, is there a camera option? And so I have been looking for this camera for about a year and a half. I really wanted something that was small enough that I could take with me, something that wasn't big and clunky and like a weird shape. I like just this normal shape of the camera, and something that I could get creative with that isn't screaming like, I take pictures. I want to be able to take landscapes and sports photography and different things like that. And I didn't want something that was big and bulky and annoying to carry around. I wanted something that I could just throw on and throw in a bag and not have to feel weird about it. Something that was cute that I could actually physically carry. If you happen to see me in the parade, I was carrying this camera because it is adorable and I want to be seen with it. And it is not uncomfortable to carry around. And so, yeah, I love it. I am absolutely loving that right now. I will say that I went the mirrorless route. I think a DSLR would provide pretty much the same experience, but I couldn't find one of those that kind of had the retro look that I was going for. So that's one of my favorite things. That is an Olympus Pen 9. They have a black version of it, and I believe that they have a white. You can find them mostly used on eBay or even on Amazon. They had some used option. I got a Pen 9. They also have a Pen 10, which would be a little bit newer option, but they are an older model. They still have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth compatibilities with them, and they work with the Olympus app, so they can load directly to your phone, which was a huge deal to me. So that's one of the things that I am loving. That was a birthday present that I got, and absolutely loving that. Obviously, that's a great gift for me. I'm excited to start using it even more as inspiration for shirt designs and postcard designs and all the things. And just to have quality Iowa photos in hand, because I talk about our state a lot and I love being able to capture it from a beautiful perspective and to start getting rid of the only photos of Iowa being a farm, corn. Like, I love playing with those things. I like having them in some instances, but I just feel like, come on. Iowa is more. Iowa is cute. Downtowns. Iowa is fun, small communities. Iowa is also like these really enriching and cool, unique downtowns where they've maintained these awesome structures, whereas other places have just gotten rid of them. I mean, Iowa is super cool, and I love being able to capture that. So excited to have that. That is one of the things that I am loving most right now, and having that with me has been very fun, and I can't wait to do even more with that. What's another thing? My water bottle, which took a while to convert me because I had a Hydro Flask water bottle for the longest time. Just a nice sunflower yellow Hydro Flask water bottle. My favorite. And then my kids needed larger water bottles for their sports because they had also just had Hydro Flasks, but they had kind of the kid size Hydro Flask. And so my kids needed new water bottles for sports. We looked for a long time. What is the best one? Of course, they wanted Stanley's, which never made sense to me as a sideline option. No, we need something that is not going to spill. The Hydro Flasks were great, but their lids, the active lids, not the lids that I have, which are the screw on, those leaked once in a while. And if you had to do the screw on and you're just like getting a 30-second water break, not a good idea. And so we were looking for something that was spill proof, obviously. And eventually we found Owala. So now we are loving our Owalas. I know how like basic that is. I'm fine with it. I like being able to just toss my water bottle into anything, which is what I loved about my Hydro Flask. But the Owala takes the cake because I don't spill. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. The free sip option, which there's like a big option where you can get all the water, or you can just free sip, where you just sip it out of a straw, but the whole thing closes tightly, so there are no spills. And they're amazing. You can access the water very quickly. It's not a whole long drawn out process where you're unscrewing the cap. taking the cap off, taking a drink, praying that the drink not spill all over your face, because that's what always happened to me, because the ice would shift and then whew, always. Always. And I love drinking water. I absolutely do. I mean, one of my favorite things is my water bottle right now. But I hate that I spill on myself that often. If there is not a straw or a small ability to sip, I am probably going to spill, especially if you add in ice. It's just not a great fit for me. I don't know why. It just happens. So I am loving my Awala right now. I have a really basic one. I got the girls, they're Disney princesses, which is one that I want. I aspire to get the Belle one eventually. Because obviously it's yellow, duh. But I got the girls, they're Disney princess ones, and they're not overly princess. They're just the colors, and they're really cool. So that's an option. I just have a basic orange one right now, but I would love to eventually get my Belle one. That will be the day. So that's my favorite thing, my water bottle. What else is my favorite thing? One thing that I am loving right now, very specifically, is my alarm clock. I know. I am telling you, if I had made this list, and this might be why Hannah shouldn't have I'm loving this section as a part of her brand development, but it might be coming. I'm very basic. I would have had a list of all the things that was trending, and I would have had all of them, trust me. But yeah, I'm not shopping as an addiction anymore, just as a need. Like, when I need things, I will go shopping. Not when things are on sale, not when the new thing came out, unless I need that thing. It's not a big deal to me whether I get it now or I get it 3 years from now. I'll know things that are on my list and kind of let them stay there for a while until I really need it. So my alarm clock, I don't have my phone upstairs. In fact, we have a no phones upstairs rule. And so my phone charges downstairs, which initially the issue was, hey, how are you going to wake up? Kind of got all your alarms on there. That's kind of not going to work. Well, guess what? They just have alarm clocks. Yeah. Just at the store, maybe about $10, depending on what you get. Might even just be $5. Wild. And I love having the time upstairs, being able to look at that, know where I'm at while I'm getting ready, know what time it is, and just having a regular old alarm clock that I can kind of tap on. I did try the light alarm clocks because I know that it is a subtler way to wake up, and I know how healthy that is, but I don't know. Usually I'm up a little bit before my alarm anyway, so it is not a jump alarm moment. It's not. But I was sleeping through the sunrise many, many times a day. So we had to switch out. And the sunrise, the alarms are typically like a slow, steady build to fill your room with light. And all of a sudden I'd sleep through that, and then I would wake up to like a semi truck light in my face. Blinding. The whole room is so bright, it's intimidating. So that was actually very startling. So we had to transition from that. That did not work for me. I know a lot of people that it would work for. I understand the science behind why it would work better than what I'm using now, but it's just a regular old alarm clock for me. The next thing that I am loving. I was gonna do something else, but ferns, just because they are in their glory right now, living their best summer life. I don't know what it is about my porch that ferns love so much, but my ferns are so bounteous, and they survived the winter, and the winter was tough on all of us. I'm just slowly watching them like, oh, no. And I have learned now there are lights and things that we could do to keep them as bounteous as they are in our home. But I didn't know if they would make it back to their full bounteous selves. And here they are this summer. Every time that I come home, I'm like, oh, ferns, look at you go. You are so beautiful. Thank you, ferns, for blessing us today with your bounty. Oh, it is a beautiful life to have full, vibrant ferns on my back deck. It is the most beautiful life that I could ask for. I don't know why. I do love ferns so very much. They are just the loveliest plant. And you could try to convince me otherwise, but I won't listen to you because I don't believe you. Ferns are the best. There is no better plant. Period. That's all. Love you so much. It's ferns. It's ferns for me, y'all. It's ferns. So yeah, my ferns. Loving my ferns. Another thing that I am loving, and this is something that I have loved for a very long time, my Pixelbook, which is a Google computer. They don't actually make these anymore either, but you can get new versions of like the old versions on Amazon right now. And actually, they're a very inexpensive laptop, but I love them. My kids are using them right now for school, and they have a touchscreen, which is super helpful if you have kids that are kind of just getting started with computers, because everything they use is essentially touchscreen. They're always wanting to touch it anyways. So I love the Pixelbook. We have Pixelbook Go. We have those. And then we also have my original computer that I started all of this work with was a Pixelbook original OG. And let me tell you, though Google does not make these anymore, which they should, which I should have conversations with them. Hello, this is the best computer that has ever existed, and it is at a price point that most can afford. Actually, I would love to eventually all of our locals. That's what you will get. Here is your Google package. Here is your tablet, which will play your music and scan your UPS packages. Here is your computer, which will load all of your products and print all of your labels. Here is that. And here is your Google Pixel phone, which can photograph all of your products and maintain all of your social medias for you. Here you are. Enjoy. Eventually we'll be there. Don't worry, Google. I know you're just waiting. You're trying to find me. I'm right here. I know that you're waiting for someone who built their entire platform, brand, world-changing product on your products, and I'm right here. I know. So eventually I'll be able to say, oh yeah, we're just sponsored by Google, so all of our products are Google, and here they are. Here's what we use. Here's why we use it. Really, because the cloud system is so convenient. And I know Mac people, Apple people, I know you have a cloud. I know there are special things in your little world as well, but I just love the accessibility of Google and the price points of all of the things, because if I had been having to build all of this on an Apple, originally, I would have never gotten started because I would have been so far in the hole. Coming back from that would have been nearly impossible. So, love my Google Pixel Go laptops. We have 3 of them now, and I would love to buy all of the stock that they have for every one of my local stores. And trust, I probably eventually will, friends. But yeah, love everything about our Google Pixel Pros. We also have Google phones. Yeah, it's just it's a good life. It's a good life over here. And I love the computers. I have loved them even more now that my kids are doing a bulk of their school on them. I love everything about them. I love the controls that I can put on them instantly through the Parent Control Kite app. Yeah, it's a great life. It is. And I'm sure there are terrible things about all these things as well, but that is one of the things that I am loving, are Google Pixel books. And those are also used in many places, but there are some new ones still out and available for purchase. So go ahead and snag some of those for yourself, for your kids, whatever you want to do. Next, what else am I loving? That is a great question. Kind of my daily love things. Ooh, I don't know the actual name of them, but at my retreat, our retreat host, had gotten these coconut cluster things. And I don't know that that's the name, but they are at Aldi, and they are like a pumpkin seed, hemp seed, one other seed. Can't remember it. Please don't be yelling at the podcast right now, because you know what it is. And then there's coconut. And I always, like, if I am creating or I am in a struggle of my afternoon, kind of a lull, I'm always craving something either sweet or salty. Like, I'm always craving something in that moment. And usually it's like getting over that afternoon hump and like, okay, we got to do work the rest of the day. Let's go. And so these have been really great. They have so many great products in them. They're just a hint of sweet with a little hint of salt, just like enough earthiness in there that I'm not feeling like I'm just snacking on a Snickers bar. They're just light and wonderful and refreshing. And I don't know what they're called, and I am sorry. I think they're coconut clusters, maybe. But they are amazing. And I will definitely probably be buying at least 2 bags a week just to have as like a nice, quick, refreshing snack as I'm working through my day. And those are amazing. This is why we have to go experience things with people. We don't open up our horizons if we aren't ever meeting new people and trying new experiments. So that was, I don't know. This is a weird food for me. This is a lot of kind of nuts and seeds. I don't know about this. And I tried it and they were delicious. And I don't know that I actually tried it at the retreat, but I did buy some the last time that I was at Aldi, and they were amazing. And I want more bags. I just want more. I want more bags of that. And I will definitely have those on hand at all moments in my day. So I'm loving those right now as a nice, easy snack, something that I can eat quickly that I don't feel terrible about. Yeah, and I believe that they're all organic. I don't know much, but they are delicious. Okay, nice and light and crunchy and delightful. Okay. The next thing that I am currently obsessed with, that I am using every day. I already showed you the book. Okay. I love putting confetti in like letters that I send. I love writing hand letters. And so I was looking for, because I have emergency cannons of confetti. Who doesn't? Actually in their bag, just in case. Like, whoa, no, hold on. We got to celebrate this. And the amazing thing about the emergency confetti kit is that they come with like sticky things to pick up the confetti after you have celebrated, which is wonderful. Helps. But I was like, man, I love celebrating people. I love this idea of exploding confetti in people's faces when they're not expecting it. I think that's the greatest thing in the whole wide world. I have so many opportunities to celebrate people. This is the greatest thing ever. I love confetti. Confetti will forever be my thing. And I was like, but I want to be environmentally conscious. And so, can confetti just exist that is also such a gift to the world? Can that be our life? I'm wondering out loud. So I start searching for confetti because my confetti cannons, I used one and I need to replace it. And, I'm looking for specific colors and I'm looking through everything. And then I go to Etsy and I'm like, confetti, but is there biodegradable confetti? Now, the confetti that I have is biodegradable, my emergency confetti. So it actually just kind of washes away with rain and isn't bad for the environment. So that's great. Obviously, we would never want to leave confetti that looks like paper because people would be like, oh, who just sprinkled all this confetti right here? They're so irresponsible to the planet. Oh, but don't you worry, because when I was searching on Etsy, I found the ultimate confetti. And I have contacted this confetti maker because, hello, obviously I want to be carrying this product in my shop because it is the best. And so, the ultimate confetti does exist. And it is a pack of confetti that is actually flower seeds, not literally. Like she kind of mulched the flower seeds into paper looking confetti. So just round confetti that if you would plant this confetti, it would turn into wildflowers. Come on. Come on. Come all the way on. Let's go. Are you kidding me? Is this a joke? And she had a couple of color profiles of them. And of course, the color profile was craft, off-white, and yellow, which is like every color that I have ever loved since my existence. Literally the colors of my wedding. Come on. Give it to me now. Give me all this confetti. So we have worked out a deal because I was like, I don't think I want to just keep buying these little packs. I probably need like a little tub of confetti would be best for me. And she's like, well, I mean, that'd be a custom order, but we can definitely work that out. And she has confetti cannons as well. Come on. And yeah, so I'm hoping that I will get those in shop pretty soon so that everyone can experience this confetti because confetti is the best. Don't even try me on that one. I love confetti so much. I think it's the greatest surprise when you are celebrating someone. And I have so many reasons to celebrate. So yes, confetti cannons, please bring them all over here. Let's go. And I think the most beautiful part is if you would get confettied by me, if you would get it in a letter or you would get it personally, I would blow up some confetti on you. Whatever that moment was, you can scoop up all the confetti and you can go home and plant it and remember that thing forever. Forever. How beautiful is that? It's just kind of the most beautiful thing. So I'm loving my biodegradable confetti right now that actually turns into wildflowers. Come on. Is there a better instance of this life? No, there is not. And then lastly, the last thing that I'm loving right now, probably yoga classes at Gray Lane Yoga, which is in Waterloo, Iowa, in case you're ever in the area. They offer so many different things, but I do yoga personally at home. But I do love checking into classes once in a while just to like refine techniques, to challenge myself to like stay fully in my body and mind. But Kelsey, the owner of Gray Lane, also offers a lot of super cool classes, rooftop yoga. She had the retreat that I went to. She has like power sessions. She has restorative sessions. They have aerial there, which is not something that I am super into. I think it's probably a block thing. Maybe eventually I'll get into it, but I don't know. Yeah, not quite my thing yet. Probably will be at some point. Not my thing today, but I love most of their classes. most of all of them have been so great. And I love being able to check in there. And I'm very blessed because we have a yoga studio in my town. So yeah, if I'm not practicing at home, typically I'll be picking up a class. Definitely over the last couple of weeks, I've been picking up more classes just because I'm in the area, because my kids have play practice there. But it has been so wonderful to be back in a physical class once in a while. So kind of obsessed with that and all the different classes they offer and everything that they do there just as a studio. I think it's just lovely. And lastly, I don't think I have anything else. I'm sure there are more things on my list, but those are a few of the things that I am loving right now. I want you to go ahead and make your own list. Like, what am I really deliciously loving in my life right now? Because it's such an important reflection. Like, what am I grateful for? What are the things that I deeply, truly love? And have this conversation. Why? Why? And maybe have it with friends or coworkers. Have these conversations with people. Like, start expanding on this stuff, because this is how we deepen our connection to one another. We learn these things about each other and with each other. As always, you're smart, you're strong, you're beautiful. What are you going to do? Change the